temperature at noon was 10 degrees Celsius above 0. What do you mean by 10 degrees Celsius above 0? That is, above 0 are always positive and below 0 are always negative. That is, above 0 means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. And below 0 means it's minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, etc. Okay. So, the temperature at noon was 10 degrees Celsius above 0. So, I have drawn this number line. All these I have represented the temperatures on the number line. All these are temperatures. Now, the temperature at noon. Noon means what? 12 p.m. Okay. Noon means 12 p.m. At 12 p.m. the temperature is 10 degrees Celsius above 0. So, 0 is here. Above 0 it's 10 degrees Celsius means it is here. Okay, so at what time? At 12 p.m. If it decreases at the rate of 2 degrees Celsius per hour. Okay, what do you mean by 2 degrees Celsius? Rate decreases at the rate of 2 degrees Celsius per hour means, that is, every hour the temperature keeps decreasing at the rate of 2 degrees Celsius, which means that every hour 2 degrees Celsius the temperature keeps on decreasing. That is, if at 12 p.m. if it is 10 degrees Celsius, then at 1 p.m. that is after 1 hour the temperature becomes 10 minus 2, 8 degrees Celsius. And then at 2 p.m. that is again after 1 hour, if you see, it will become 8 minus 2, 6 degree Celsius. Okay, and so on until midnight. Okay, midnight means it's 12 a.m. Okay, until midnight. Alright, so the temperature keeps decreasing from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. that is for 12 hours. Alright, okay, until 12 a.m. until midnight. At what time the temperature, the time would be, at what time would the temperature be 8 degrees Celsius below 0? So the first question is, at what time the temperature will become 8 degrees Celsius below 0. What do you mean by below 0? Below 0 means negative, right? Below 0 it's always minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So 8 degrees Celsius below 0 is minus 8 degrees Celsius. So on the number line, where is minus 8 degrees Celsius? Here, right? So let's see on the number line itself. Let's calculate on the number line itself how to, what would be the time, you know, where the temperature will become minus 8 degrees Celsius. So 10 degrees Celsius at 12 p.m. 8 degrees Celsius at 1 p.m. and then 6, 4, 2, 0, minus 2 degrees Celsius, minus 4, minus 6 and minus 8 degrees Celsius. Now if you see here, see 8 degrees Celsius at 1 p.m. and then after 1 hour it becomes 6 degrees Celsius at 2 p.m. At 3 p.m. it is 4 degrees Celsius. At 4 p.m. it is 2 degrees Celsius. At 5 p.m. it becomes 0 degrees Celsius, and then at 6 p.m. 0 minus 2, that is minus 2 degrees Celsius, and then 7 p.m. after 1 hour again it reduces by 2 degrees Celsius, so it becomes minus 4 degrees Celsius, and at 8 p.m. it becomes minus 6 degrees Celsius, and after 1 hour, that is at 9 p.m. it becomes minus 8 degrees Celsius. So at what time would the temperature be 8 degrees Celsius below 0? At 9 p.m. This is the first question. What would be the temperature at midnight? Midnight means what? 12 a.m. Correct? Okay. So if you see here, see 9 p.m. it is minus 8 degrees Celsius. Okay. Let's say at 10 p.m. again it becomes minus 10 degrees Celsius. At 11 p.m. it becomes minus 12 degrees Celsius. And then at 12 a.m. after 11 p.m. it is 12 a.m. midnight. Okay. So at 12 a.m. it becomes minus 14 degrees Celsius. Okay. So what would be the temperature at midnight? At midnight 12 a.m. it becomes minus 14 degree Celsius. This is the answer. Now the thing is, now you should be clear, okay, how to find out. But we can't do like this, you know, in the exams. Okay, we have to write it in proper format. Okay, because this is a word problem, we have to show step by step sentences, okay, and calculations. So how can we do this? See, temperature at 12 p.m. is equal to 10 degree Celsius, right? Now if you see the decrease in temperature every year, what is the decrease in temperature every year? Every year it keeps decreasing 2 degrees Celsius. Since it's a decrease, we should take it as minus 2 degree Celsius. Okay. Now what is given there? It is 8 degrees Celsius below 0. Right. 8 degrees Celsius below 0 means what? It's minus 8 degrees Celsius because it's below 0. Right. Now how can we find this? Okay. We need to find, see, if you want to find the total number of total time, okay, at what time, you need to find the total number of hours. Okay. Total number of hours is nothing but total decrease in temperature divided by decrease in temperature every hour. Okay. How can you find total number of hours? It is nothing but total decrease in temperature divided by decrease in temperature every hour. Okay. So we already know decrease in temperature every hour. Okay, every year what is the decrease in temperature? It is minus 2 degrees Celsius. Now we need to find the total decrease in temperature. How can we find the total decrease in temperature? See, total decrease in temperature is nothing but final temperature minus initial temperature. Initially what was the temperature? Initially if you see, initially the temperature was 10 degrees Celsius. And then at last finally it became minus 8 degrees Celsius. So what was the initial temperature? 10 degrees Celsius. And what was the final temperature? Minus 8 degrees Celsius. So total decrease in temperature we can find out by subtracting final temperature and initial temperature. Okay, that is final temperature minus initial temperature. What was the final temperature? Minus 8 degrees Celsius minus what was the initial temperature? 10 degrees Celsius. So it becomes minus 8 minus 10 degrees Celsius. So signs are same. If the signs are same, you should add. So 8 and 10, when we add, we get 18. Take the sign of bigger number. So that is minus 18 degrees Celsius. Correct. Now total number of hours is what? Total decrease in temperature divided by decrease in temperature every hour. Correct. Okay. So this is total number of hours. Okay. So total decrease in temperature is nothing but we found out to be minus 18 degrees Celsius. Okay. So minus 18 divided by decrease in temperature every hour. Every hour how much of temperature was decreasing? The rate of temperature that it was decreasing was 2, minus 2. Correct. So it is minus 18 divided by minus 2. That is what happens. Minus minus gets cancelled. Okay, and 2 1s are 2, 2 9s are 18. Okay, so this becomes 9 divided by 1. That is total number of hours is equal to 9. Okay, so if total number of hours is 9, what would be the time? Okay, we need to calculate the time. Total number of hours is 9. Okay, so at 12 p.m. it was 10 degrees Celsius. So if you calculate after 12 plus 9, okay, after 12 p.m. plus 9, all right, okay, so it becomes 9 p.m. okay, that is it's like this. After, so by 12 p.m. it was 10 degrees Celsius, right, and then plus 9 hours you need to calculate. So in the clock, okay, if you see the clock, on the clock if you see 12 is here, right. After that 9 hours if you want to add, how will you add? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So 12, another 9 hours if you add, the time is 9 p.m. And that is how you get the time as 9 p.m. here. Time at which the temperature is minus 8 degrees Celsius is equal to 9 p.m. This is the first part.